Hello, Jesse Good here. Today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Monkie Kid Cloud Jet set. This has 529 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it retails for $60 in the United States. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. The first minifigure we'll take a look at is Red Sun. This is a villain of the Monkie Kid, and he only appears in this set and the Panda set. I call it the Panda set, but it's actually Red Sun's Inferno truck or whatever, which is $120. So this is half the price, and you can get this pretty darn cool minifigure. I love this new hairpiece they made for him, which is very elaborate and ridiculous looking, very villainous as well. And you have a little bit of a highlight going on at the front. Also, I love these little sunglasses right here. It reminds me of Blaine from Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. And if you look, he does have an alternate expression without the sunglasses, and he has a pretty cocky look there. I also like this cloth piece they use, which covers up the back of his legs. There's also some back torso printing as well. All geared up, we have Red Sun's Fire Jetpack, which is super oversized and ridiculous looking, but still a pretty fun build. I like how both sides are attached via miniature ball joints, so you can position them as you'd like and get some fun poses or displays out that way. It all connects via this neck connection with the Technic pin receivers. Other than that, though, there's some details at the side with the spikes, at the top with the vents and everything. And also included is Red Sun's Power Glove. They call it the Power Glove. It's so bad. And this design can be replaced at the front if you want to put this small little fork piece just to give it a different look. But that is it for the Red Sun minifigure and his builds. Since we already did Red Sun, might as well finish up the villains. This is Growl, one of the bull clones. And yeah, these are all clones of each other, meaning they come in most of the sets and all of them have the same printing. The design on the torso is pretty nice though, and I like this new helmet piece. It does have some pretty nice shaping with the front there and at the top, even with some tubes at the side. And how this works is actually there's some holes of a pole connection at the side, so you could put the cattle horn pieces in that interesting color. Underneath all of these bull clones, they have this translucent head as well. I like the flamethrower build that this one has in particular. It's just a cute, simple little build, but it's a take on an old piece that I just haven't seen before. And we have the Monkie Kid. This is the same design from the Demon Bull mech with that torso printing at the front that has a pretty cool smile. And then at the back, there's a more determined, angry look. Now this design does use some new pieces if you're not familiar. There's this very nice new hair bandana combo, which has some printing at the front that I really like. And I like how that piece that part just kind of flips over, that little strand of hair. Little details like that make it look like a very modern piece. And then of course, there's this new headphone neck attachment, which is pretty cool on how it just goes over the neck. And you put the head on and the hair. And that is the Monkie Kid minifigure. And of course, the Monkey King staff is included, which is what the Monkie Kid finds to start the whole story. And this is an interesting build to some Star Wars fans since it has some longer lightsaber handles on both sides in a nice gold coloring. That's not a pearl gold, but rather a metallic gold. And the last minifigure is spelled AI, so I'm going to say IE, but I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, it's not a big deal. Love how I just mispronounced pronouncing. The design of this does use an uncommon face print. This was only in the Hidden Side Haunted High School, funny enough. It looks similar to some other face prints though, so I could see why some people might think it's not new. You can see that alternate facial expression where she looks pretty shocked. This torso print is a design that came in a lot of people packs, but I guess isn't used in sets cheaper than that. So it's not the most common piece, but it's still in a lot of more expensive sets. And then you have a little purse as well. The Monkie Kid Cloud Jet is that same format or style of jet that the Berserker Bomber and the Anaconda Copter from LEGO Ninjago 2015 are. That's a format that is very tiring to me, and I didn't notice this right away. You guys all pointed it out. But I think this does that design best, with the help of it being a more expensive set than those. Those were around the $30 range. This is a $60 set. Starting at the front, this section right here, which we'll call the cockpit, is actually a motorcycle build. This launches from the jet, and we'll show that play feature in a little bit, but it does look a little bit awkward when the front of the jet doesn't have like a cockpit or windshield or anything. I get why it doesn't, because anything would get in the way of that launching feature if it goes over the Monkie Kid. But either way, to get the launching feature working, all you have to do is push back on here, and it shoots out the motorcycle pretty darn good. And the design for the motorcycle has the Monkie Kid logo on the side with the 2x2 tile sticker. Over here is another sticker. I like the shades of blue they use here with the bright bluish green. It just kind of makes it stand out with the red. But with the use of the red and this being a motorcycle, it reminds me of Akira's motorcycle from the anime movie. So that's kind of what it might be reminiscent of. I'm not entirely sure. I love this sticker at the side which says no bull. Get it? That's going to be funny somewhere else. And right here, there's another sticker at the back. This is a Technic pin that keeps it in place for the play feature, which will show it loaded back into the jet. And there's enough space to just have one minifigure sitting down. Honestly, I'm glad this isn't like an oversized motorcycle. This actually feels like it's a good sizing and shape. Usually we'd expect something bigger and more ridiculous looking. Oh, and there's one more sticker right here. And these are just the little handlebars as well, which unfortunately you can't make the Monkie Kid hold, but it's really just for display. And it's very easy to load it back into place. Just make sure that Technic pin gets in the middle there. And there you go. You could even activate the play feature once again, which I'm going to do because it is pretty fun to launch. As for the construction of that play feature, this build right here using some Technic pins connects to the bottom, which this piece with the Technic axle connects to that cone piece. That cone piece connects to a pole piece, and that pole piece propels whichever Technic pin is in the middle forward after you push it through. Admittedly, with the motorcycle removed, the jet looks pretty vacant, and it looks kind of weird because I guess this is just manned by a remote control or something like that. There's no other pilot. But there's some sticker detailing at the top here, sticker here, and sticker here. Some nice yellowish orange pieces as well. Each of the engines have the same build, but flipped. So for this engine in particular, there's a sticker, 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 sticker. And the designs of these are actually on a pretty interesting cockpit piece. This piece is also used in the Demon Bull King set. And it's attached to this piece, which is also a fairly new piece, or a piece that I'm not too familiar with specifically. There's some studs at the side, and I don't think it comes in any other sets in that yellow coloring, at least from my research on brick sets. For some more details around the engines, I like this little fin right here, and this is present on both sides because, again, it's an identical build where we have the Monkie Kid logo, and that is clipped on via a handle, so you can move it up and down. I like how they use these pieces at the front for the engine's turbines, I believe. And there's even a play feature hidden at the side with these disc shooters. All you have to do is push on this Technic axle and the discs launch. It's not a new play feature by any means, but it's just some extra ammunition. At the back, I like the use of this barrel piece and how they have a bigger flame piece in blue, which is really nice to get. That doesn't come in too many sets in that coloring. Other than that, though, this back tail right here makes it very easy to hold the jet. This ends up making the set very swooshable, and that play feature all the more fun as you just kind of hold it like a blaster or Nerf gun or something, and then bam! Anyways, I love the part usage of the fishing rod piece for this antenna, and the design of this on the underside doesn't have too much going on. These at the bottom are landing gear, I guess, because in this mode, it's in its flight mode where they can't really stand on that. It'll just retract them back. And when you retract them back, they actually become wheels. It rolls pretty well on those wheels. Again, not really going to take a look at this other engine because it's the same exact build on both sides, just flipped. But either way, I think that is it for the builds of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box for this is that $60 long box, which is actually kind of perfect for the price. And at the back, as my camera focuses in, we have just another look at some of the play features. And there's 2 instruction booklets, which 1, 2. I do like how a lot of the builds in this theme are split up into 2 sections because it just encourages family building, which I love doing with my mom. We have the Monkie Kid artwork at the end, and then all the other Monkie Kid sets right here for the first wave. So overall, the Monkie Kid Cloud Jet is a set I was not going to get if it wasn't for a spontaneous impulse. And I'm glad I followed that spontaneous impulse because I think the build here is actually really good. It has a pretty cool color scheme I like. It has some unconventional builds and parts I'm not too familiar with. The design of it looks like some Nexonites and Ninjago sets I've crapped on in the past, but I think this is the best version of those. It's bigger, it's better. The function here, while not original, I think works very smooth. My favorite build is probably the motorcycle, though. I just really like how sleek that looks. It could have been something super oversized, but I think they did a phenomenal job. The minifigure selection here is decent with the cheapest way to get Red Sun, who's legitimately a really cool figure, but I just wish this set as a whole was $40. I think as a $40 set, this could have been a lot better. $60 is pretty overpriced if you ask me, especially when you have just one main build, hero build included. The side Red Sun thing is just kind of like a jetpack, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's worth that $60 price in that regard. Again, not a bad build. I actually really like the build, but that price weighs it down a lot. I'll settle in at a B here, though. It's kind of how I feel about the Demon Bull King, I guess, where it does feel overpriced, but the build is pretty darn strong and unique in some ways, while capitalizing on older LEGO techniques and stuff in a new, fresh way. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.